Wilson.
Angie, where's Carl? Angie, where is he?
I don't know, Mr. Wilson.
I phoned the kitchen at Lucky's. He's not on the job there. Angie, he's broken parole.
You're a liar.
He's broken parole, Angie. He's going back.
Carl, what are we going to do?
Baby, I don't know. I don't know.
We've got to get Mr. Lucky to help us.
Something wrong?
Carl, make this dressing.
You don't like the salad dressing?
Where did he get it? Out of the harbor?
Well, Carl isn't here tonight.
Where is he?
Well, I couldn't say. Try these relishes. Now, these olives, they're delicious.
Have you been serving this to the customers?
They ask for salad, I give them salad. No, I just serve it, not taste it.
Did he call?
Who?
Carl.
Oh, well, maybe you'd better talk to our salad man.
Maybe we'd better.
No,
please.
Oh, okay, all right, please. Don't cry now, huh? The salad wasn't that bad.
Are you filling in for Carl?
I had to, Mr. Lucky. He's in trouble.
Listen, if anyone needs that salad, we're in trouble.
What's the matter with him? Is he sick?
He's a parolee, Mr. Lucky.
Well, I know that. But he's also the best salad man I know, and that's all I'm interested in.
Then would you come with me to talk to him?
Look, miss, we have a restaurant to run, eh?
Oh.
No, please, don't cry. Oh, no. All right. I'll go and talk to him. Well, we can't operate without a salad man. You mind the store, will you?
It's a long way down. No support for your feet. Takes a lot of nerve, Carl. And powerful hands.
That's what I was sent up for. I never told you the charge. Manslaughter. With these hands.
Look, you do a great job. You've never given me any trouble, and that's all that concerns me, Carl.
I'm very grateful, Mr. Lucky. It isn't easy for an ex-convict to get a job. But I want you to know one thing. I'm no criminal. I want to tell you what happened.
Look, you don't have to tell me.
Yes, I do. I was working in a kitchen. And this dishwasher was kind of a nut. He was a drifter. He drank a lot. So there was some argument about I don't know what. And he threw a stack of dishes at me. Then he threw a knife. So I had to stop him, that was all. I held him while he was clawing at my face. And while I held him, he just seemed to stop breathing.
What about this Wilson? I'm paroled under his sponsorship. He
wants to send me back to prison for violating parole. I want to get one thing straight. I haven't violated parole. Angie and I are going to get married. I wouldn't louse up a thing like that.
He hasn't done anything, Mr. Lucky. He hasn't broken a single rule. And that's the truth.
Then why is Wilson sending you back?
He wanted me to commit a crime. I wouldn't do it.
What crime?
Murder. You've got to believe me. I'm telling you the truth.
All right, Carl. Who were you supposed to kill?
Joe Hardiman.
You pick good names, Carl. Hardiman's on the liquor control board, hmm?
Wilson said if I didn't kill Hardiman, he'd send me back to prison. Lucky, I swear it. I'm being sent back for not committing a crime.
Assuming this is all true, what can I do about it? I can testify that you're a good worker, that as far as I know, you've kept yourself clean, but...
That won't be enough. Carl will be sent back to jail unless...
What?
I don't know.
It's pretty rough, all right. Look, Carl, I'll do what I can. In the meantime, you stay put. And keep out of sight, okay?
Lucky. Mr. Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Wilson. Good evening.
Mr. Lucky, one of your employees, a Carl Leader, is under my sponsorship. He's broken his parole. Where is he? I asked you a question, sir.
Mr. Wilson is a very impatient man.
So I see. Is the matter so urgent that you can't be polite about it?
Are you trying to evade my question? I warn you, if he's on this boat, I intend to find him.
You go right ahead, as soon as you show me your search warrant.
Mr. Lucky, you've got a lot at stake here. You've got food and liquor licenses. If you're hiding Carl, you may find yourself in a good deal of trouble.
Are these two men policemen?
They're my deputies. Carl Leader is my responsibility, and I'll handle it my own way.
Then the police aren't looking for him. Get off my boat, Mr. Wilson.
He's a fugitive. I can have you arrested.
And take your deputies with you.
If I find that you've been shielding him, I shall see to it the charges are brought against you. Is that clear?
Turn right at the top of the stairs, and a brisk short walk will bring you to the gangway. And do it now, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, boy, what was that all about?
I don't know, but I think we'd better go see Joe Hardiman tomorrow.
I think so, too. Who is he?
Well, he's an honest man, from what I hear. But I think he's got troubles he hasn't even heard about. Put it this way, Mr. Hardiman. Is there any area of disagreement between you and Ross Wilson?
You don't really expect an answer to a question like that.
I don't know any other way to put it. A young parolee is being sent back to prison, accused of breaking his parole.
This is the State Liquor Control Board. If you want the parole board, you'll have to go down
I
the
know
hall.
that. This man is being sent to prison because he wouldn't kill you.
Just who are you working for?
All I want is to keep this man out of prison. Naturally, the fact that your life seems to be in danger.
What do you take me for? Parolee. My life is in danger. You're working for Wilson.
Work for him? We don't even like him.
And if we were working for him, why would we come here to warn you?
Get out of here.
Mr. Hardiman, we believe that Wilson plans to have you killed.
You're trying to force my hand. Well, you can tell your boss he won't have long to wait.
Wait for what?
You can tell him I'm ready to expose his whole liquor syndicate. That I know all about his bribes, his tax evasion, his influence peddling, and his thievery. I will not be pushed into a premature move against him. Now get out.
All right, Mr. Hardiman. If you've got the goods on Wilson, may I suggest you make your move quickly. And be careful. It's all right, Carl. I believe you.
But I want you to come out here to the Fortuna and lie low, okay? Oh, and by the way, do you have Wilson's home phone number?
Yes. Ren 87532. Thanks, Mr. Lucky. Thanks.
Yes?
Mr. Wilson, this is Lucky. I'd like to see you.
Oh, we've got nothing to talk about.
Of course we have. I'm sure that neither of us would want to see a man sent back to prison for not committing a crime.
Oh, of course not. It couldn't happen.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, and I don't want to see it happen. Oh, by the way, Hardiman gave me a message for you. He says he's got you cold, and you won't have long to wait. I don't know what he means by that, but I can guess.
Well, you've got me a little bit confused, Mr. Lucky. But if you feel that you must talk to me...
Oh, the Planters? Yes, I know where it is. 9 o'clock. And as for the Jones party, we'll be there, Mr. Wilson. And you'd better be. I think we've got him scared, Andamo.
Scared? That's when a criminal is most dangerous.
After 10. Looks like we've been stood up.
Well, like I said before, you can win them all, you know.
What's the matter with them guys? Already paid off this week.
But Mr. Wilson...
Shut up, Fenneman. You're a two-time loser. If you're returned to prison this time, it's for life.
Please, Mr. Wilson.
Spouts fingered him for you. He did his job, but you blew yours.
I couldn't help it. Please don't send me back, Mr. Wilson.
Get out of here.
But it's 12 years if I go back. You can't send me. Look, you do, and I'll blow the whistle on you.
Sure you will. You'll tell them that a man like me ordered a cheap punk like you to murder 3 people? Don't make me laugh. You'd fry to a crisp. You just take your 12 years and keep your mouth shut.
Look, just give me one more chance. I can get him. I know I can. I'll kill him for you. I'll do it tonight, right now.
All right. You slip up this time, you're going upstate, understand?
Yes, sir, Mr. Wilson.
Moron. Spots? How many years have you got hanging over you?
You know Mr. Wilson? 9 years.
That's right, 9. Spots, you're perfectly satisfied being my loyal chauffeur, aren't you?
I'm not ambitious.
Outside of Spots and Fenneman, what other parolees, Carl? The ones with the most time hanging over them. Where do they live? Where can I find them?
Let's see. There's only one other I know who's being sponsored by Wilson. He's an old guy named Sam Burns. He lives at Wilson's China Square housing development.
How old is he?
About 55. He's short and...
And it doesn't sound like the man who took a shot at us. But we'll try him. Finish your solitaire.
He's sick, Mr. Lucky. He's got some kind of a bug.
We'll be very brief, Mrs. Burns.
Yes, and we'll gargle afterwards, I promise.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Burns. Thought maybe you could help us.
Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm sick?
You don't look very good. Have you been sick long?
Get out of here, huh? I'm not in the mood for company.
Prescription dated 2 days ago. To answer a couple of questions, we'll leave you alone. Do you know where we can find George Spots?
I don't know.
How about Harry Fenneman?
Will you leave him alone?
Harry Fenneman, Mr. Burns.
I don't know. Maybe a word. Let me alone, huh?
Thank you. I hope you start feeling better, Mr. Burns. Yes, Mrs. Burns.
Thank you. Didn't we see you in here last night?
Not me, friend.
You're sure?
Last night was Tuesday, wasn't it? I always go to the concert on Tuesday.
What I want to know is where were you when Hardiman was killed?
I told you I had dinner with Ross Wilson. I drove him to the concert. The Philharmonic.
You went upstate on an extortion rap, right? Now, you don't seem to be the kind of guy that would get involved in anything as stupid as a killing.
I'm involved in no killing.
You're being pretty loyal to a guy who's holding a club over your head.
Like who?
Like Wilson.
You think quite a bit of him, don't you?
I didn't say I like him. I said I was paroled to him. And I'm airtight for last night.
All right. You know where I can find a guy named Fenneman?
Fenneman's an ex-con. I don't associate with ex-cons. Violation of parole.
Maybe at the Star Freight docks, just down the block.
Maybe. He works there.
Thank you, Mr. Spots. You've been very helpful. I'll give a good recommendation to your parole board.
Fenneman.
I never forget a face I see over a gun barrel. I'll bet you he's getting tipped off we're coming right now.
You offering odds?
10 to 1.
You got a bet?
Wilson didn't call. Oh? You sure about that? I ain't seen anybody around here. Okay, Sam, I'll keep my eyes open. Thanks, Sam.
You win this time. Come on. You must be Fenneman.
A clear case of parole violation. What will Mr. Wilson say?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Where were you last night when Hardiman was killed?
It was Tuesday night, wasn't it? I was at
the concert.
Mm-hmm. That's right. How'd you guys know?
Oh, we were there. We saw you. We went with Spots.
Don't be coy, Fenneman. You killed Hardiman with this .38 and the police are going to prove it.
Look,
Now let me finish. Hardiman had photostats of everything in his office. His secretary took him to the DA's a couple of hours ago.
I don't know none of those people.
Not even Wilson, who's been at the DA's for the last hour making like a canary?
You know something, friend? They got him on embezzlement, tax evasion, and bribery. Only murder he's bringing on you.
Yeah?
You know Wilson? You think he's going to stick his neck out for you?
Why, that dirty. Look, he was holding 12 years over my head. I either did what he said or back I went.
You tell it to the DA. Maybe he'll make it easier on you. Come on.
Hold it! Drop it!
Mr. Wilson. But they said that... Why, you...
Guns.
What brought you here?
Somebody named Spots called me.
I'm Spots.
Lucky, would you mind telling me what this is all about?
Well, it's a very interesting story, Lieutenant. It's all about Wilson and Hardiman, and Fenneman here killed Hardiman, and he tried to kill us.
Yeah, and Carl Leader, a salad chef. Listen, if all this sounds a little bit confusing, you know, it's just because we've been kind of busy. Oh, and Wilson down there, he... Oh, just arrest everybody, will you? It's safer that way.
Mr. Lucky, how can I ever thank you?
Forget it, Carl.
Let me fix something for you. Something special. Something wonderful. I'll invent it for you.
All right. Why didn't you invent something clever like a filet mignon? Rare.
Fine. Andamo?
I'll have the same. Very rare. As a matter of fact, make it raw.